Hey everybody, good energy to you guys. So I just watched Yana's stream she just did like 20 minutes ago. Um, and she talked about, I'm assuming she's referring to me with the Inerchi thing. And I do that literally and truthfully to try to just spread goodness, good energy. That's my main reason. It's not to try to get a lot of followers or any type of a spiritual fucking level or recognition or anything like that. But I can see how it comes off as tacky. Sometimes I feel tacky doing it, but at the same time, I know that the words you speak and the words that you write, along with your intent, mean something. So the more I'm spreading that good energy with people, the more I'm literally helping goodness perpetuate. So, that's just my thing. That's what I like to do. It feels good to me. And it's not an easy thing to do either. It's not, it takes me, because there's a lot of ridicule that can come with, just being that, something in my life. I've never felt like I fit in either because I've always had this compulsion to kind of want to, for the most part, always be like kind and nice to people and want to kind of help things out, I went through my dark stage, but as a child, and like my true, most deepest, authentic self is, the thing that I want to be, that I feel most comfortable in, feel most good about, is something that's just, I guess, good or helpful or, but in the world that we live in, being that way and sharing that love with people and being kind and just not realizing that people lie and want to hurt you and all these things, you get taken advantage of a lot. And even just from a vampiric standpoint, there's a lot of people that will and do feed off of people like that because they themselves don't have much. So, throughout the years, I've put up walls and I've put up, I've put up walls and then I've used various things like drugs and movies and porn and whatever else I can do to fill up that void because I don't feel like I don't know what to do with myself. We live in a world where people are, very selfish and concerned about their own things, and there's not a lot of people just wanting to go around spreading love, which has really been the most, important and the deepest calling of my life, But with that intensity, there's the darkness, and there's the resistance that goes with being, someone of that type of a spiritual pressure. We all got to deal with this. Nobody's better or worse than anybody else. I think we're all exactly where we need to be. And if you're so-called stronger than somebody, well, it's, you're going to have, the necessary resistance for that strength. So, I don't think anybody's better or worse than anybody else. That's why I don't like calling people losers, because you're right where you need to be, It's where you are. It's okay. And I totally understand and comprehend people not fitting into this world, because for most of my life, only until recently have I felt comfortable about my place, and that comfort has come from me knowing that, there's nothing else to do but to change it. I don't know how well or much I can do, and I know I need to work on myself a lot, but I know that I do not want to continue to perpetuate this existence. It is fake as fuck, it's sick as fuck, it's toxic as fuck, it's evil as fuck in my opinion. And I have absorbed a lot of that fakeness and that evilness and that darkness, and it's, some people talk about how you can change overnight, good for them if they really can. I honestly haven't seen anybody, I have not seen one person that's really changed overnight, but, maybe somebody can. I think you can make changes and you can start doing things differently overnight. You can set a schedule for yourself and change your habits and this and that. But to really change from who you were, that takes time. I think it's part of the process of life is that we do need to experience things and endure things and go through the hell and the heavens of whatever the fuck it is we're going through in order to actually change. I don't think it would be. Doesn't just flipping a switch like that and just changing overnight just doesn't feel right to me, but perhaps it is for others. I just, at least from my perspective, Yana, I don't know if you're gonna watch this, but you more than anybody else in my life, has been an example for just being real with your emotions. And I mean, to a point, I still think there's some things you have trouble expressing, but I'll give you like 95% of who you are and what you be is about. I feel like you're very, very, very good at expressing, and you're good about speaking it to others, and you're also very, very good about not caring about what others think, which is good, but I think it's also healthy to have some care, but not to let what they think like move you in a way that leads you away from your authentic self. That's where it gets fucked up. Like, I think you should care if you hurt somebody's feelings. I don't think it's good to go around insulting people. So if you did something or said something in a way that like really kind of hurt somebody, and and your intent was to hurt them, then I don't think that's good. But like, as far as you just expressing yourself and people calling you a loser or making fun of you or something, and letting that get to your head, which is something that I've been dealing with my whole life, that's the type of shit that she's really helped me out with. So, I consider her a spiritual guru to me, because spiritually she has helped me, even with getting back to nature. Like, just seeing her, knowing that there's somebody else out there who's very, able to just chill with the trees or the rocks or the bushes and the birds and the bees, and, just to really be okay with that and really nothing else. I think it's just something we can all get back to, and we all have roots from the earth, but I've never encountered anybody else in my life who's from my experience and observation has had that type of connection. So and since being on the streets here in Phoenix, I've just been out of the YouTube loop, and there's been I might have to end this. That's too loud. All right, hold on, guys.